Wait! Alright. We're live. Of course, my parents are going to try and calm me down. Okay, let me just go here. What the? Let's watch this real quick. What the? Because I was the kid that made that sound. I'm kidding.
Who would do such a thing?
I think I can watch this.
A man walks up to unsuspecting women and terrorizes them with shouts of insults and much worse. When they ask him to go away, he does the unthinkable, pepper spraying them right in the face. The brazen suspect is identified as Johnny Young. He's 25, and police say he is a self-described woman-hating incel. The most recent attacks happened here in the upscale community of Costa Mesa, California. Police say he approaches women, alone or in...
You can tell this guy gets many women, not to say, ooh, this guy, he's a hot shot. Yeah, pretty cool guy. You know, turn on my camera real quick. Oh, women, hey, I like you, women. Give me a smooch. Oh, you're 6 years old. Pepper sprays him. Not much to say, but oof, ladies' man. Yes, he is. He sure is the ladies' man.
Groups and verbally assaults them to get attention. All of it on camera. Incredibly, when they defend themselves.
Ooh, he had to pull up the iPhone. Oof. Bro had to pull out the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Eesh. Some fire stuff.
And fight back, he then claims to be the victim. These two women experienced the attacks firsthand. Emily, who only wants us to use her first name, was assaulted in this video posted by Young.
When this guy walked up to you, I mean, he got more and more vulgar.
Yes.
And his voice was very scary.
I want to when she was pepper sprayed.
Batman? Is that freaking Batman?
She
voice was very scary.
I want to
This is like the... This is the rapist of Batman. Rape man. Oh my
when she was pepper sprayed, she punched him in the face and bloodied his nose. In another attack, Jessica Estrada raced after Young when he started harassing her girlfriends.
Could you tell he was videotaping you?
No, we didn't know at all.
After she was pepper sprayed, she bravely fought back.
I threw my phone at him and I hit him.
Police say that Johnny Young lives out of this white van with
Yeah, I've already seen this guy. Yeah, he was
the
arrested.
green stripe and has posted similar attacks on women in Las Vegas.
What's his name?
With a green...
Threw my phone at him and I hit him.
Police say that Johnny Young lives...
Johnny Young. John... What? Wait, what? They don't look alike. What the... Okay.
Lives out of this white van with a green stripe and has posted similar attacks on women in Las Vegas.
It could have happened to anybody.
It could have happened to anybody. Could have happened to anybody, bro. Yeah, no.
Hello, Discover Card here.
Let's see this
Don't
one.
pay full price on Apple when you can do this instead.
Meet Capital One Shopping. So Capital One Shopping is a free online extension.
music
She's a
video.
member of the LAPD who's known as a top shot, an expert marksman who made the cover of a police magazine for her speed and her accuracy with guns. Now she's at the center of a controversy over an encounter that turned deadly.
This LAPD cop is known for her sharpshooting skills and her beauty. Now she finds herself at the center of a deadly police shooting.
Drop the knife! Drop it!
23-year-old Tony McBride's social media videos show her
No.
fire
Was he? Well, let's.
and her beauty. Now she finds herself at the center of a deadly police shooting.
Drop the knife! Drop it!
Yeah, she had no reason to. Oh, he might have sprinted at her. If I'm being honest, I think that's fair play.
23-year-old Tony McBride's social media videos show her firing at a gun range with speed and accuracy. She also trained alongside stars like Keanu Reeves and was on the cover of a magazine popular with police and firearms enthusiasts. Now police are investigating McBride's shooting of a carpet installer named Daniel Hernandez, who after colliding his car began cutting himself, then approached McBride armed with a box cutter. Police say
A box cutter? Yeah, no, that was not appropriate.
he had meth in his system.
Go! Go!
McBride's body cam shows her telling bystanders to clear the area. She then calls out to Hernandez.
Let me see your hands, man!
She orders him to stop.
Stay right there! Drop the
God
knife!
dang it.
Drop the knife! Drop
He continues to approach and she shoots. Hernandez collapses to the ground and starts to get back up.
Drop it!
McBride fires again,
Yeah, no, that
a
was
total
overkill.
of 6 times. Now his family is suing, claiming McBride used unlawful and excessive force.
There could have been so many different things she could have done. And this should have been a de-escalation. He was in an accident. We believe it was excessive force.
But the officer's attorney says she acted appropriately.
It's very clear from the video, as you can see, that she was.
So, let's look at something. Let's look at something. Let's look at a box cutter. This is what a box cutter is. And then let's look at Now let's look at this. He's
She's a
saying
member
shoot
of the
lead.
LAPD who's known.
McBride remains on duty as the LAPD investigates.
It's the horrifying moment a rookie cop shoots at a dog and kills a woman.
Are you okay? Is that your dog? Can you get back?
Those were Maggie Brooks's final words. The mom of 3 died from a chest wound. Her dog Marilyn was only grazed. The tragedy unfolded in Arlington, Texas.
See, no, that's not really his fault in any way.
I'll never
Actually, I will condone
It's the-
that. That's not his fault.
A
Dog
horrifying
runs
moment
towards
a
him.
rookie cop shoots at a dog and kills a woman.
Are you okay? Is that your dog? Can you get back?
Dog runs at him barking. He's allowed to shoot at it, and she gets it.
243.
Those were Maggie Brooks's final words. The mom of 3 died from a chest wound.
What? Give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. What'd you say? Your custom-made taco.
Her dog Marilyn was only grazed. The tragedy unfolded in Arlington, Texas, when the cop on street patrol for just a month responded to a 911 call about an unconscious woman.
Hello?
In fact, Maggie Brooks was lying on a blanket in the shade with her dog. That's when the dog came charging.
Are you okay? Is that your dog? Can you get back?
He went directly to deadly force because he was scared, untrained, and he panicked. He fired 3 times, and my daughter was in the direct line of fire.
Maggie's father, Troy Brooks, is a fire department captain. He was actually on his way to the scene when he was told the shooting victim was his daughter.
The entire postal service carries pepper spray. Every runner, bike.
See, let's take a look at a pit bull. How big they are. Show my camera real quick. Let's see how big pit bulls are. Come here, Victor. Come here. Okay, this is a pit bull. And they are humongous. Do you think pepper spray is gonna... Ah, god dang it, Victor, stop it. Just have some. Hey, stop it. Naughty, hey. Okay, now get out of here. But yeah, as you see, dogs are pretty big. No! Hey, my food. Hey, back off. My food. God dang you. It's my food. You're not getting any. Fatty. Alright, let's get back into it. Just wanted to say that.
Bicyclist, jogger, kid walking home from school. We've all encountered a dog charging at us, and nobody else winds up dead.
He says Marilyn was just a puppy, a part Labrador mix who is not vicious in any way. Maggie's mother and...
But he just met that dog. How is he supposed to know? Right? Come here, baby Victor. Kissy.
Sister Sarah are also speaking out today.
The video was released the next day, and I've only watched it one time, and I won't watch it again unless...
No freaking way, they're lying. I know they're lying. There's no freaking way.
This dad is on trial after being arrested for, of all things, taking away his daughter's cell phone.
The police department shouldn't be interfering with my ability to discipline my daughter.
Ronald Jackson says the drama began when his daughter Skylar sent mean text messages to the daughter of his new wife, who is now 7 months pregnant.
My daughter brought me the phone and said, look at this. I read them, and they were hurtful.
So Jackson says he did what lots of parents would do. He confiscated Skylar's cell phone.
I don't see that as being a cruel, unusual punishment.
Jackson thought the matter was settled until his ex, Michelle, filed criminal charges.
As a mom, I am upset because, number one, the property belongs to me.
That's when police in Texas came knocking on his door.
This is the actual cell phone.
This is.
You still have it.
Yeah.
Why not just give the phone back?
I had to make sure that I stood my ground and showed that, you know, when
Yeah,
she's
don't
with
give
me,
it back.
I will be able to parent her as I see fit.
Jackson was arrested. The charge, theft of property.
Handcuffed me, put me in the back of the car, and took me to jail.
The case ended up in a Dallas court. But is there something more here than meets the eye? Ronald Jackson believes the real reason he was arrested is that his ex is now dating a police officer from the local department. In other words, he claims he's now the victim of police bullying.
Your ex, the mother of your daughter, is dating a cop. Do you think that had anything to do with how this thing ended up going so far?
I couldn't imagine it would have gone this far without that type of buddy system going on.
Local authorities said that was never an issue. The case went to a jury trial, and 15-year-old Skylar testified against her father.
It's tragic that it's come this far.
After 2 days of testimony, a remarkable thing happened. The judge actually directed the jury to find Ronald Jackson not guilty.
It was a huge weight off my shoulders.
But victory is bittersweet. He showed me this letter from his daughter.
I have a letter that she gave me where she wants me now to sign away my rights as her father.
Jackson says his relationship with his daughter is now all but destroyed, all because of a cell phone.
Tragedy. Kendall! Kendall! Will you come up here real quick? Come up here! Hurry me! I'm recording a video! Time to lighter. Check what's in here. Pretty good feet. Okay. Come up here. First off, you want to save food alive?
What?
Also, will you go fill this up with drink?
Yeah.
Thank you. Alright, so I think the whole thing is just like it's kind of dumb.
Greenworks Pro 60-volt battery-powered mowers and outdoor tools are available exclusively at Tractor Supply.
And if he has custody, give the phone back to the girl.
A 5-year-old little girl was abandoned on a sidewalk in near-freezing temperatures, wearing only her pajamas. It was all caught on camera, but what's truly shocking is the identity of the man accused of leaving her in the cold. Jim Murray has the story.
It's heartbreaking video. A 5-year-old girl is abandoned. She's completely on her own, wearing only light pajamas and wrapping a thin blanket around her shoulders. What makes it all the more shocking is that the man who left little Aislinn Weaver all alone is her own father. This is where Aislinn was left. She had some fleece blankets and made a makeshift bed and even fell asleep for a time. She was left here just after 5 in the morning, and it was only 38 degrees. It happened at a college campus in Ogden, Utah. She says her dad told her he was going to look for a dog and not to follow. He gives her his sweatshirt and then walks away to get on a bus. There she is all alone. You can see her covering herself with the blanket as she settles in for the night. 2.5 hours later, the sun has risen and she wakes up, frightened and confused. She starts looking for a way home.
When she was dropped off at the campus, the video
Maybe it is a
picks her
campus,
up walking up
because
the
that's
sidewalk,
pretty big.
and then when she was found later that morning,
Yeah, I thought
she
that was,
had left here on foot and walked
that might
around
be that was North
to
Campus.
the south side of our health
Yeah,
technology
wait, let's go back.
sidewalk. It was dropped.
Blanket as she
Yeah,
settles
North
in for the
Campus.
night.
I think no one was gonna find her. She didn't think she was ever gonna see me again.
Aislinn's father, 41-year-old Adrian Sanchez, had visitation rights the night police say he abandoned her, reportedly because he wanted to go partying.
For him to go and leave her, he could have called me. He could have called anybody.
Aislinn still has nightmares about being abandoned.
She was shivering, she was crying.
Josh Miller is the officer who spotted Aislinn wandering on the college campus. He stopped by with a little present to cheer her up.
You're happy and that you're home with your mom again.
Hopefully, she'll never have to experience a night like this ever again.
The father's been arrested and taken into custody not too far from where cops say he abandoned his little girl.
This mom is about to hear words from her daughter that will shock you.
How do you feel about your mom now?
I don't like her.
Why not?
She killed my father.
It's a 9-year-old girl and
Yeah,
her
nobody
older brother
would.
who are both testifying against their mother.
How are you doing today, Jay?
Not good.
Tell me about it. Why not good?
Because I really don't want to be here.
The boy was so traumatized about taking the stand, the court provided a support dog to help comfort him. To protect their identities, we aren't showing their faces, but the raw emotion was clear in their voices as their mother, Julie Harper, stands trial for shooting their father. The children recounted what they heard the day their dad was slain.
We heard a big thud, and she said, Daddy just fell off a chair. We said, can we see him? And she said no.
Julie Harper has admitted to shooting her husband, a high school math teacher, but says it was in self-defense after years of abuse.
He started getting into me about how fat I was.
Cell phone video played in court captures her furious husband, Jason, yelling at her for wasting money. Julie also claimed he raped her 30 times during their troubled marriage. She says she shot him because she feared he would rape her again or kill her. But prosecutors showed these photos, taken the day of her arrest in just her underwear, revealing no obvious injuries. Right after the shooting, she took her children out for pastries. She also had a getaway bag stuffed with a gun and passports. Prosecutors hope their testimony will...
That was pretty smart. See my friends on Discord. Yeah, I can't show that. I can't not show that. Watch the best thing.
This actually looks like some shit out of the intro for I Am Legend here. This guy's snarling and showing his teeth like an angry dog ready to strike. It sounds like something out of Call of Duty Zombies. Thank God it wasn't a full moon. This guy was ready to fucking anamorph into a werewolf here. Now, it does say he's having a racist meltdown in the caption of the video, but there's nothing racist present in the video. But according to the passengers on the flight, this all started because he was yelling at an Asian woman. And then all of a sudden, I guess Umbrella Corporation blasted him with a T-virus and turned him into this, like, fucking zombie thing.
What a weirdo.
This is the face.
You got the flow. I haven't been a Chicago Master in a little bit. Yeah, I haven't been on a little bit. Should I keyboard? I never knew that you could type in chat with a keyboard, but I guess you can now. Sometimes you got the phone on the dome.
Boy, you better duck your when it's Glock pops. Transform into a Bucky 9, see the chop shop.
I forgot I had start. Okay, I'll respect that. Okay, I was about to say, I'm watching that video. Fucking monkey. Oh, wait. Oh. What the? I mean, let's check this out, okay? Maybe I was just listening.
Of someone who knows what human flesh tastes like. Like I mentioned last time, I'm terrified of flying, but the more videos I see of people like this and the last guy we saw, that douchebag who got taped to a chair, the more interested I become in flying, just to be able to witness this fun. It just looks like going on a circus in the air. Like, it seems like a genuinely good time. You have like these onboard entertainment clowns that kind of go wild. Like, it seems cool. But I feel like that's only because I'm on the outside of it. I feel like if I was on this plane and witnessing this, I would be shitting my goddamn pants. I'd already be nervously hyperventilating into a paper bag, and then all of a sudden fucking Lex Luthor in the row next to me just starts breaking out, going Super Saiyan, growling and eating his mask while salivating. So I definitely don't think it'd be super fun to be there for it. But I just want to say thank you to the heroes that film it, so that way I get to enjoy it from the safety of the ground.
Now! Now! You can't hold us! We're out on the ground, sir. Sit! Yes, we are! We're only grounded! Sit! Is anyone else getting up? Sit!
I love that they're talking to Voldemort here like he's a dog, just telling him to sit. You know, just, hey, be a good boy, go over there and sit and I'll give you a treat. Alright? Now go sit. This is where I got a little confused. So he's upset because he thinks he should be allowed off the plane because they're on the ground. But according to the passengers, they're not on the ground. So this guy was just asking to be let off the plane mid-flight. You know, like, hey, let me the fuck out of here. I'm done. All right, I've had enough. Just opens the door and flies out like DB Cooper. Like, I don't really understand because it's such an easy thing to prove to himself. Like, are we on the ground? Let me look out the window. Because you'd be able to know if you just, like, took a single glance out of the window. Like, there's multiple windows to the side of him even in the video. You could have just been like, Passengers are just telling him to sit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really understand because it's such an easy thing to prove to himself. Like, are we on the ground? Let me look out the window. Because you'd be able to know if you just, like, took a single glance out of the window. Like, there's multiple windows to the side of him even in the video. You could have just been like, we're not on the ground. I'm sorry for the trouble.
God! Sit! You sit down in that seat and you stay. Don't fight it! Really?
Sorry, folks, but that's what they think of America.
I don't know where Joe Biden came into play. Maybe he was the pilot or something. I couldn't really tell you. But then he goes into saying sorry, that's what they think of America. And he says it like he's trying to, like, learn how to read. It was at this point that I thought this had to be a drug-related incident here because it really does sound like he's giving a class presentation and he's super nervous. So I looked.
On the 5th of July 2011, this account will be registered to the YouTube platform going by the name of Sketchek. The owner of this fresh new channel would go on to become a Team Fortress 2 professional, widely considered to be one of the best players in the game's 15-year history. So when he would sadly die unexpectedly only 4 years later in 2015, his audience and the entire Team Fortress 2 community were understandably devastated. Extensive tribute videos were posted to YouTube dedicated to Sketchek's incredible skill level. Users on Reddit would pour their hearts out in threads that discussed how Sketchek had influenced their playstyle, all while the developers of Team Fortress 2 would add a weapon attribute to the game in memory of Sketchek's life. It's safe to say no one expected that this whole thing might have been a hoax after it all began in June 2015 when Sketchek uploaded a video explaining that he had been going in and out of hospital whilst dealing with an unspecified long-term illness.
Hey, I'm the guy that runs this channel. Most of you probably know me as Sketchek. I'm going to try being as straightforward and honest as I can. I've been very sick and very busy for the past few months, spending every day either bedridden or going in and out of the hospital with no time to play TF2 or make videos or anything like that. I don't want to reveal too much information about my illness, but the doctors are saying that I probably don't have a lot of time left. At best, I've got about a year before my condition gets so bad that I'll need constant life support, and my chances of recovery are looking low, to say the least. In light of my newfound understanding of the importance of time, I'm quitting video games and leaving YouTube.
Prior to uploading this video, Sketchek had racked up 12,000 subscribers on his channel. And while this didn't make him the biggest YouTuber on the platform, as mentioned previously, he was extremely well known within the Team Fortress 2 niche, specifically as a professional pyro player with over 8,000 hours of playtime across a 6-year period. In comments, he was referenced as God of all pyros, the best pyro in the world, and the only pyro main I could respect, which is why no one suspected anything in the beginning. He was respected, his channel was growing, and why would he want to quit the game out of the blue if he was one of the best in the world? Under the assumption that this life-threatening illness was real, the video would be shared to Reddit, receiving over 1,400 upvotes on a post titled "Sketchek is leaving YouTube from what is most probably a terminal illness," which was met with a high level of support from the community at large. Terminal illness is extremely saddening. I don't know how people deal with it. I mean, man, I wish Sketchek all the best. There's really a slim chance, but I really hope Sketchek can somehow recover. I think I cried a little. This is really sad news. I loved how creative he was in the game. Love you, Sketchek. Thank you for your videos. Others went even further by inquiring about a potential charity that they could donate to in order to support him financially. Always saddening to hear people suffering from terminal illness. I wish for the best for him and his family during this time. Does anyone know of a charity for his illness? I'd like to donate if there is. It should also be mentioned that the community was extra vulnerable to the announcement, as only 5 months earlier in January 2015, another TF2 YouTuber by the name of Kitty0706 had also passed away from cancer, highlighted in comments such as this one reading, saying, "First it's Kitty, now it's this. WTF. I want to cure cancer so I can keep watching these people's videos." However, while most were incredibly supportive, the more cynical and, in retrospect, the wiser amongst those in the comment section seemed a little more skeptical about this illness that he was going on about. We'd have to know the illness first. As the audience was discussing the news with a mixed yet mostly positive response, his health continued to deteriorate, or so he claimed. It was a little suspicious that after the initial announcement stating that he didn't have much longer to live, he continued to upload TF2 videos as if nothing had ever happened. However, each video was pretty short in length and wouldn't have been super labor intensive to produce, so it was certainly possible that he could have continued to make content whilst also being incredibly sick. The other thing that was notably bizarre was that shortly after announcing his illness, it became possible to support SketchX's channel as long as you donated using yen, the Japanese currency. English was clearly his first language, spoken in a relatively strong Australian accent. Therefore, what was the deal with his support
No
currency
way,
being
you're gonna
in
knock it over and
Japanese?
spill on
Was
my
he living
cords,
there or
mister.
something? At this point, it
God
was
dang it, stop it.
insignificant, but later it would become a vital piece of information. However, equally vital was SketchX's next announcement, being that he had become so sick he was unable to make videos or
Stop!
even...
God dang you!
The announcement would come in
Enough!
out of closure, uploaded 6 months after he'd first enlightened his audience about his terminal illness, this time discussing how much worse it had become.
Welp. This is it, folks. This is how it ends. I'm very ill, my health is gradually deteriorating, and the clock is ticking, so to speak. I simply cannot afford to spend any more time than I already have maintaining the channel. This is my absolute final video to say goodbye before I stop using this account. So feel free to unsubscribe if you haven't already. There will be no more videos coming from this channel. Farewell.
Following this video, SketchX's social media presence would cease entirely. There were no more uploads to his YouTube channel, no more tweets to his Twitter, and 0 additional hours played on his Team Fortress account. The silence continued for 2 years with absolutely no news, at which point the community would come to the consensus that SketchX's deterioration and subsequent silence must have indicated that he had died. He released a PSA saying he had an almost certainly terminal illness, and that even if he survived, he would not resume making videos. That is to say, he almost certainly passed away. Tribute videos began to pop up on YouTube, such as this one with over 60,000 views, titled Sketchak Wannabe, which began by stating
"Hey
in honor of
guys,
Sketchak whilst displaying a
hey guys, I'm
TF2
dead."
RIP gravestone in the thumbnail. The degree to which Sketchak had impacted the community was cemented even further when, in memory of Sketchak, the developers of Team Fortress 2 would add an attribute called Sketchak's Request to one of his signature weapons, immortalizing Sketchak within the game forever.
And they added in like a little memoriam to him, which I thought was really, really nice. I really like that.
At this point, Sketchak might have felt baffled that things had gone this far. Alternatively, maybe he was feeling smug about having gotten away with the crime, so to speak. However, either way, it would be with one Reddit comment in May 2017 that the community began to question whether or not Sketchak was actually dead. If you want a small conspiracy, a lot of Sketchak's items have left his backpack, ending up in another backpack owned by someone named Will, even some minuscule items like refined metal. Some of the names Will has had seem very Sketchak-y, and the account is relatively active, last online just over a day ago. The guy seems to have Sketchak's Napper's Respite in some gift wrap too, so maybe this guy was just a friend of Sketchak's. Hard to say, really. While it was certainly bizarre that items were being traded out of Sketchak's Team Fortress account, it wasn't really a smoking gun that screamed, "Hey, this dude isn't really dead," as Sketchak might have simply given his password to a friend before quitting, who was now trading the items, considering some time had passed since his
God damn it, shut the hell up.
Further evidence would come to light in a forum post which read, "Sketchak's illness video set to private," which explained that, out of the blue, the 2 videos in which Sketchak would discuss his sickness were unlisted from his channel entirely. Previously, it wasn't impossible to theorize that someone else was tampering with his TF2 account. However, when activity was also spotted on his YouTube account, the pattern suggested that maybe Sketchak himself wasn't really buried 6 foot deep, which will be supported further in January 2019.
Okay, well listen to this, man. If I was gonna die, of course I would give someone my account or something, someone my stuff. It's a possibility. Don't instantly
when a
say,
video
"Oh
would
my
pop
God,
up on
fake."
YouTube titled with 2 words that would shatter every single past assumption about what had happened to the legend. Sketchak confirmed. In this video, a player can be seen toward the top of the leaderboard by the name of Sketchak with the same profile picture as the original. After being killed by Sketchak, the uploader of the video, Bucci, would find himself involved in a message exchange with his friend reading, "Dude, it's him. Bro, it's him." To which the friend would type, "Okay, record." He wouldn't dare. Before Bucci would respond once again with, "I'll try. I'm recording." In light of this video, out of sparked curiosity, players began to add SketchX's account on Steam, which is where things took a little bit of a bizarre turn. Those who added his Steam account began to receive this cryptic message, which led to a video on SketchX's channel titled TXT. In the tags of this TXT video, there was a link which led to a now privated video with more cryptic Japanese text translating to "Mr. Frog only knows frog language." SketchX would then send more gifts to those who added him on Steam, the next one relating to a Twitter account, once again named in Japanese text translating to "the frog with the banana peel" as displayed in the original SketchX profile picture. The Twitter account would then post a tweet stating that his audience needed to unfreeze the watermelon, then everything will be understood, which was accompanied by a JPEG image of a frozen thawing watermelon. Users then realized that by pasting the JPEG of the watermelon into WinRAR, that it would create a demo file, leading to a website with nothing but the signature SketchX frog and an empty text box which required a password. Upon entering the password, a pastebin link would appear, leading to a string of binary text, which when decoded, would lead to an unlisted video stating that SketchX was about to return to YouTube. As the Team Fortress community began to discuss his return, SketchX would log back into his original Twitter account before making a post reading, "Kept you waiting, huh?" followed by a video on YouTube 2 days later explaining that on the 5th of July,
Okay, so he is a scumbag. What the? How could you do that? Okay.
2011.
Let's see.
Alright, so in early 2008, Roblox, they made it so you can have full body shirts and pants. What that means is, like, before that, you could just, like, no shirt, no pants, and all you could wear is this. You could basically have, like, something that covers, like, this box, but, like, people would just have a gold chain and just nothing on underneath, and it was a little bit weird for a while. I don't know why Roblox just didn't start with, like, letting you wear pants. It's kind of like a building block of our society, like pants. Okay, they had this too, another gold chain, but that's basically what you would wear back then. So after like shirts and pants, I'm giving you a little bit of a history before I get on the topic. They would give you this template and you would draw on it, and most things would come out absolutely terrible. For like the first year of like shirts and pants being out, everyone looked terrible. So this was an example of someone who looked pretty good back in the day, and he looks like trash. All right, so look at this. This is an example of a old shirt. This guy looks terrible. This was an example of like a good shirt. Everyone had the shaggy. This guy has the shaggy too. I need to get something new in Roblox. So what did he get? He got the shaggy, because that's literally what every single boy got. And this is what girls had for like the first year. Girls swimsuit. I think I have actually owned this back in the day on like an account that I used like troll online daters. Yeah, 2008. In 2008, I did buy this, and I thought I was very attractive. Nobody knew how to, like, hardly anybody knew how to do transparency too, so you had to like paste the skin color on there. Oh, but everyone has a new skin color. See, this is what I'm saying. It is mostly hot guys who make all the girl stuff. I'm cool with that. Why do boys make the hot girl stuff? So this was hot girl stuff. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. This account here, why? I think this is one of my old accounts. Why is always girls that make the hot? I genuinely think this is my account. Okay, I still genuinely think that's my account. I'm looking for it on like my emails. I know I had an account named something extremely similar to this. I think that I'm not even like saying this in a video. I genuinely think that is me. These are all games I played. But yeah, nobody knew how to make like good things. So what they had to do was this is one of the first like really highly shaded, really nice looking shirts on Roblox. So what they do is they take the URL. So scroll up here, look at that. You do like one less digit than the URL says, and then you'll get this. And then what you would able to do is copy this and paste it and then re-upload it for yourself. It'd be lower quality, but you could still just do that and you have it for free. So remember, this one actually costed like 50 tickets back in the day, which was like 50 Robux basically. Except, no, 50 tickets was like, you had to log in 5 days in a row, and because you got 10 tickets every single day. And I actually bought it for the full price. I didn't re-upload it. See, look, it costs too much. I'd rather save money and get it for free. Look, better to get this for free rather than buying. This is mine now. Because, you know, all I had to do is copy and paste, and Roblox has just been that way forever. People just doing evil laughter because they know they're stealing it. So, yeah, Roblox made it really easy to steal things. So, that's why you always see the catalog with, like, 3,000 different duplicates of one thing. Because people just make a bot that, like, duplicates the shirt a million times over just to get, like, a few sales on it. So, look, here's a screenshot from Chloe Games. If you type in Pepsi Pants, you just get the same thing over and over again, probably, like, 10,000 times. So, Roblox actually fixed that, kind of. If you go to shirts, look at that. These are all, wait, I gotta type something. Supreme! See, it's like all different things. Like, that doesn't mean these people didn't copy. But they're working on it. But the issue is, at what cost? So, they're trying to fix, like, stealers and stuff like that. Even though I'm sure, like, pretty much all these are probably stolen. There's just not, like, 1,000 duplicates of the same stolen item. So yeah, wait, here, I found it. Starting early next year, instead of needing premium to upload items, designers about to pay a Robux fee of like 50 Robux or something like that. It says it right here. I mean, they're doing it for like, they're doing it to discourage like people just copying and spamming like 3,000 shirts. It's, you know, you're solving the copying problem, but like anyone who's like trying to get into like, you know, shirt making and pants making, it's gonna be really, really hard for them. And that absolutely sucks for them. Like, I kind of learned, like, Photoshop and stuff from, like, trying to make shirts on Roblox, because I just wanted to make, like, 1,000,000 shirts. I did. I made, like, 1,000,000 different shirts, but, like, I wouldn't have been able to do that if there was that 50 Robux thing, you know, because, then I probably wouldn't have learned, like, how to do Photoshop or anything like that. Oh, hey, start code Flamingo. So, wait, 440 Robux is $5, so that's, like... That's like 50 cents per thing. Like, if you're young, 50 cents is a lot. Because people like making like 30 different colors of the same item, so it's like, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Cool boy shirt. Maybe just put more dog heads on an octopus. Maybe that'll solve the botting issue. I got some stuff to show you.
I actually have his old movie.
Look, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. And all these turn out terrible. You know why? You know why this costs $28? This item has 49 reviews, which means 49 people bought it. Hey guys, just go to flipflip.shop. I sell merch. I sell Flamingo merch, not them. The print is terrible. Here's the actual reviews. 1 star. The print is terrible, super faded, and there's a really stiff coating on the shirt that I don't think will wash out. Very disappointed. Just go to my website. It looks nothing like the picture in the store. I'll reach out to them, let them know my disappointment. Dude, they don't care about your disappointment because they're trying to scam you. And it's been 2 days. I still have not had any response back. This is a Christmas gift. Horrible quality, even worse customer service. They took forever to. The thing is, they probably think this is me selling it, and they're probably like, little Jimmy, you are not allowed to watch Flamingo anymore. It took forever to spawn. It absolutely would not work with me on a return or a refund. It looks like cheap, faded iron-on image. Looked like an iron-on that I could have done at home. Colors were dull, and I'm sure after 1 or 2 washes, the image will crack and peel. I'm not laughing at, like, it's a funny situation. I'm not laughing at them. The print is so faded, it looks nothing like the picture. Wasted money. Now